From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough with the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh! Well,
What's up, YouTube? This is D from Brooklyn, and yes, I effed up, son. I effed up. I broke a cardinal rule of reef keeping, and I effed up. You always do something stupid in the rush of doing things and not really allocating enough time to the tank as I should have, but yeah, I effed up. Now, you may be saying, well, what the heck did you do? Yeah, I did something stupid. I have been progressively dosing the tank as I regularly have, and I overlooked a very, very core thing. My pH was really, really high, and I noticed that I hadn't seen my clownfish for like 2 days. So I'm like, okay, that's really interesting. Well, anyway, I eventually found one, and he was really pale, like that dusting. It wasn't ick, but his slime coat was really pale, and I was like, wow, something's wrong. Let me test the water. The pH was like 8.5. Oh yeah, I had been dosing and not testing. So people test the water. It's one of the reasons I don't like auto dosers. If you got an auto doser, make sure that you have pH monitors or something, or be regularly testing it. My acro had bleached out. That was the first sign that something was wrong. My acro bleached out within like a day. Everything else had been managing. I did a 30 to 40% water change, and my fish had took a powder. So I lost the clown. About 3 days later, I lost the other clown. I only had the 2 clowns in here, the tang and my cardinal. And if you remember from the last video, my tang had just died, and I was like, wow, what the hell? I had him for like a year and something, and he took a powder. So the tang went, the clowns went. Everybody else is doing cool. It's been about a week and a half. I did a big water change monitor and got my pH back on pace. I slowed down to almost a nil on the dosing. Urchin, everybody else is chilling. The corals actually started sending out a lot of sweepers, and they actually went through a growth spurt. This got really bushy. The Pavona did really good. The other thing that happened is when I did that drastic water change, I dropped the water level really low, and the Pavona sent out that mucus, which is always like kind of a killer to the corals around it. So I had to do a really thorough sweeping of the rock and just making sure I got that out of the tank. And everything else went through like a growth spurt. So inevitably, what's bad for the fish isn't always bad for the coral. This piece I brought from upstairs because it wasn't doing well. I brought it down here. It's just opening up. I got a feeling my filefish is starting to munch on the soft coral, like the polyp coral. So got to probably move him down to the sump for a while. And anyway, yeah, the fish took a hit. So I got to share my dumb things. Nobody's perfect. There are no pros. I don't care who you are or what you say. We're always human first and make mistakes. But yeah, I got a fishless tank. The shrimp are chilling. My shrimp probably increased in size. They are chilling. My urchin is... What was funny is I found the urchin munching on the last of the dead fish, which was my cardinal. I gotta clean my tank. Yeah, glass is a little dirty. So he is the reef cleaner extraordinaire, cleaning the tank, removing any dead anything that's in the water. He did break another piece off of the Pavona. I can always rely on him. When this piece gets too big and he can't fit through his little corner that he likes to go to, he will break that piece off with a vengeance. So I got another lovely frag. I'm going to grow it out off of the plug. I'm not going to put that piece on a plug, because when I do move it, I'll put it straight on a piece of rock. I may start trying to get them upstairs. But yeah, that's the deal. So test your tank, test your tank, test your tank. Don't blind dose anything, especially if you're not testing the tank. I did have a pH monitor on this, and I had not calibrated it, so me being lazy didn't put it back on the tank, and that's the price I pay. I had those Sally Blackfoot clowns quite a long time, and they're not the easiest fish to find, so I'm kind of upset about that. Let me know what you think. What should I put in here? I'm going to keep it fishless for a while, with the exception of my urchin. I may move the urchin into the Molly Q until that cycle finishes, just to eat up that algae that's growing out there. So I may do that, move him over there for a while. But those guys are growing really fast. I'm feeding them really heavy, so I'm expecting the algae to do what it does, and that's grow. Never sweat the algae. You're going to get algae. That's just what it is. And yeah, these guys are growing really fast. Boy, that baby actually is pretty big. Yeah, look at this guy. Big for 2 weeks old. But anyway, yeah, that's the deal. So I had to share that with you. Got to share the ups and downs. Learn from each other's mistakes. That's the rule of thumb. This is D signing out, keeping my sanity by keeping my aquariums. And this is a job for Superman. Yes, Superman. All right. Thank you for watching. Click subscribe. Look forward to seeing you. See ya.